One of the better combos in the format is playing some dorky 1/1, in this case Corrupt Court Official. It gets a card out of their hand, so it's already done its job. And then using Grisly Sigil to sacrifice that 1/1 to deal 4 and gain 4. So we got quite the value out of that just one Corrupt Court Official by the use of Grisly Sigil. Hello Daily Drafters, today is Wednesday, May the 11th. Thanks for joining me for today's Daily Draft. As always, thank you to each and every one of you subscribers for choosing to spend a part of your day here with me today. And for those of you that are not subscribed yet, we'd love to have you along. We are still racing towards 100. Go ahead and click that red subscribe button attached to or underneath this video here today. It's absolutely free, you got no reason not to, and then you'll have access to the most consistent, high-quality MTG Limited content on YouTube. Let's dive right into this Pack 1 Pick 1 today. And we see Evolving Door. 3 mana, 1 tap, sack a creature, count number. No, that's not really for us or anyone. We got Unlucky Witness, which is a really good part of the red-black sack deck. Same with Forge Boss and Strangle. There's also Sleep with the Fishes, which is in the best colors of the set, in my opinion. And it's a very good card as well. So for that reason, I think I'm going to land on this. There is these 3 good blue cards that we're passing, as well as these good black-red cards. But I think I'm going to land on Sleep with the Fishes. It's not a card I've had a chance to play with very much, but I still think it's quite good. So what does this one do? 2 mana, 2/3. Choose a non-land permanent. Activated abilities can't be activated, and then this gains those activated abilities. It's okay. It's a 2 mana, 2/3, so it's fine. It's a little bit hard to cast. Blue-black is a deck that could work, so we could take something like Corrupt Court Official. Could take Kill Shot or Rooftop Nuisance to stay blue. There's not a ton of activated abilities in this set. I mean, maybe something like Glittermonger, you know, to steal it. I think I'm going to land on this. This is kind of like taking a white card, and the white cards here aren't great. And I think this might be maybe just a little bit better than Court Official, but that's close. I'd like to lean blue-white, blue-white-green if at all possible. Brokers are, as you probably know at this point, among the more broken decks in the format. If you can get into it, the only thing is everybody wants to get into it. Ceremonial Groundbreaker is very good in the green-white Citizen deck, I think. I haven't played with it or against it, but 2 mana or 3 mana for an equipment, +2/+1 and trample, has equip 1 for most of your citizens, is quite good. Just put it on your Gathering Throngs, so they're instantly 5/2 tramples for just 1 extra mana. There's Backstreet Bruiser, which is good in kind of a blue tempo deck. There's also Glamorous Outlaw. And I think it's between these two here. Also maybe Obscura Storefront. You know what? I think it actually is the Obscura Storefront over either of these. These aren't like outstanding, want to push us into either of those colors here. So let's take this and see how hard we get pushed off of blue-white here. Another Groundbreaker. Kind of a late Strangle. There's another Skybridge Towers, Prize Fight, Riveteers. I think I'm going to take the land because we're probably going to have to stretch our color base a little bit depending on how contested this deck is here today. Well, here's some good cards. We've got Metamorphosis, Run Out of Town, and Adjudicators. I think I'm going to land on Adjudicators. It splashes itself in green. There's another Obscura Storefront. But this is a good sign seeing all these blue cards here. So we're going to take Adjudicators. So there's Deal Gone Bad if we wanted to go like straight Obscura. There's Skycrier, which has been fine in like blue-white flyers. There's Observer, but you kind of want to be green-white to maximize this card. Kaldaya Strongarm, I just really like this card. I don't know how much I'd want to splash it though. But I think I'm going to land on Skycrier here. It's like a blue-white flyers kind of deck going on. Nimble Larcenist is very good if we get cut off of green. Black seems to be kind of open a little bit. There was a Court Official a pick or two ago, but I'm going to take that Larcenist here. With the Storefront and the Towers already, that could go a long way. No Patch Up, no Shield Mate. Not a huge fan of either of these cards. Custodian is like fine, I guess. I guess I'll just take... I'm going to take the Strong Arm in the event that we go Brokers and have the mana to kind of do it all. So here's Metamorphosis. That's a good card in blue, and it wheeled, so that's a good sign as well. Sawjack is okay, but I'm kind of hoping I can be a little bit more base blue-white, if at all possible. So for that reason, I'm going to cut the white card, but probably not play it here. Same thing, just pass some signals. Wow, very late Groundbreaker. Maybe green-white is open? Metamorphosis, here we go. Let's see what the last pick is. Boon of Safety. Maybe, who knows. Okay. Let's see here, a little chat. Broker's Veteran. The only white card is Rafine Guidance, which is a bit of a swing and a miss. There's Broker's Hideout and Obscura Storefront, and I'm very, very tempted to take either of these. I think we got to take the Broker's Hideout. Because our mana is looking to be a little bit stretched already. So I'm going to take the Broker's Hideout and see where that goes. Another Adjudicators. You like to see that. There is Murder, Tainted Indulgence, Silencer for like the Obscura deck. Right now we have Strong Arm, Adjudicators, and Groundbreaker to a lesser extent if we're going Brokers, which I think is better than just a potential Murder. There's also Nimble Larcenist that we have as well, but... Okay, so here's kind of where we have to decide exactly what we're doing. There's Obscura Charm, which is, I think it's okay, but not outstanding. There's Expendable Lackey if we just want to kind of stay blue. There's also Civil Servant if we want to like full-on Brokers. And maybe a Gathering Throng. Now that I think about it, our white is really not that great. So, I mean, blue-green is not a deck you want to lean too much into. But I think I'm going to take the Servant. We have 4 citizens already. We have the Groundbreaker. Maybe we can lean blue-white or green-white and then kind of splash these Adjudicators. Maybe the fishes don't make our deck. But I think green-white seems a little bit open from this side. So there's Backup Agent and Prize Fight, Halo Scarab. I think I'm going to land on the Backup Agent here because I think white is the color that's bridging between blue-white and green-white for us. So we kind of want to land on the side of a white card if at all possible. Cormella, too far away for us. Murder, Skycrier. I think the black ship has passed on Murder. So I'm going to land on Skycrier here again to bridge that blue-white and green-white gap for us. Another Larcenist. Still not seeing the lands. I'd love to take lands in packs like this, but I think I'll take the 2-drop Citizen here in Civic Gardener. 7 citizens already. And then we'll see how much our mana can help us swing any of this. Did we finally find a table where Brokers is open? Who knows? Don't think I want any of this here. Guess I'll take Silencer in the event that for some reason we still go Obscura. A little chat, that's a pretty good one. Sacrificing the random backup agent or something that we have. So we'll take a little chat here. 11 creatures with still a pack and change left to go. Another chat. Heartstabber, Deal Gone Bad. I think I'll take the chat. Tainted Indulgence, Psionic Snoop. So what are we... We can get rid of Gardener, Civil Servant, Groundbreaker, Kaldaya Strongarm, and keep the Adjudicators because they splash themselves, and go straight on Obscura. There's the Obscura Charm. I think it is open. So maybe it's worth doing that. Disdainful Stroke is not bad to main deck in this format because of all of these cards. Everyone's playing a lot of these. Adjudicators and Masked Bandits and things like that. There's almost always a target. And bypass. See if we get a direction here. Well, Evelyn can be splashed, or not splashed, but cast specifically in Obscura. Let's see if there's anything else here. Make Disappear has been an overperforming 2-drop. It's one of the highest blue commons on 17 lands right now, which is interesting. There's a Glamorous Outlaw, but I don't think we want to go red. So this would basically be blue, black, black 2. And I think that's good. So what are we getting rid of here? I mean, we're probably getting rid of Gardener, Servant, Groundbreaker, Strong Arm, and it's looking like this. If we go Obscura, and this is castable in Obscura. Oh, geez, and then we see both of these cards, of course. There is just an Inspiring Overseer, though, and I think we have to commit. Yeah, we have to commit here at some point. I think I'm going to take the Overseer. This all could be wrong. I think Brokers could be the thing to be doing here. But I think Obscura is more open, and we're going to be more rewarded in this pack for doing that. So I'm going to take the Run Out of Town here over Adjudicators or Quick Draw Dagger. We're not really a deck that's going to maximize Quick Draw Dagger. So I'm going to take the Run Out of Town removal spell. Here's Quasar over Broker's Hideout would be quite good. Take a look at our curve here. Another 4-drop is not bad. Do we have extra ways to draw cards here? This is not card draw. Tainted Indulgence is. Here's card draw. Here's card draw. We have some ways. So I think Quasar's all right. Too late to take a Gathering Throng, and I would really like a Broker's Hideout, but I think we got to take the powerful card here. Here's a really interesting pick. So we have another Obscura Charm. We have a Snooping Newsy and a Run Out of Town and a Corrupt Court Official, all of which I'd really like. So we're not really going to be turning on 5 too much because we only have 5 different kinds in our deck. I think I'm going to take Court Official here as a good 2-drop, but that could be a bit wrong. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, kind of a swing and a miss on this pack. How many citizens? 0? No, 6. It's not bad for Observer, and that could just be like a late game win con. I don't like Initiate. Don't really like Guidance or Snoop or Refuse. I guess I'll take this, but I don't know if I'm playing it. Cabaretti, not the one for us. Grizzly Sigil's good. Now that we have a Corrupt Court Official, we have a backup agent. We can get a fish somehow. So I think Grizzly Sigil can be pretty good for us. Another Corrupt Court Official, pick 8. Over Make Disappear. If this weren't here, I would take the Make Disappear. But we'll take the Court Official. Another Sigil and a make Disappear. How do we want to do that? Because we just got the second Court Official, I really do like Grizzly Sigil. It's been quite good, in my opinion. Case the Joint, don't think so. I mean, it does draw 2 cards for, what's her name, Evelyn. I mean, Quasar, but so does this. I don't think we're playing either of those, but we'll just take that there. Quick Draw Dagger. We have 13 creatures. Another Demon's Due. I'll just take this. I don't know how much we're playing them. Deal Gone Bad. Not too bad. We didn't really get there on fixing for this deck, but we're going to try it. So I think we are the least white, but these are... We only have 13 creatures. If we cut these 3, we're down to 10 creatures. But I think we kind of have to for our mana. So what if we did that? We have Nimble Larcenist, Obscura Charm, Overseer, Scheming Fence, Quasar, and Adjudicators. But these kind of help us with the white. And then we're kind of base blue-black. All of these lands can do white. This is black, black, blue. So quick draw dagger for our 10 creatures. I don't think that's good enough. So we're quite controlling here. I think Demon's Due is fine. I mean, this is the deck, basically. I'm fine maining a Disdainful Stroke, I think. Here we have 3, 4, 5, 6 white sources, which is not good. We have 5, 6, 7, 8 blue sources, which is okay. And 5, 6 black sources, which is not good. Yeah, so we got quite bad mana here. We need another black. Is there a white card we can cut for just another random blue or black card? Crooked Custodian could come in, maybe, for like a... How good is the Scheming Fence? I mean, we're probably just going to try to play this on 2, so I'm not even sure the Scheming Fence is that great. There's not a ton of activated abilities in the format. Like, we don't have a single card in our deck that has an activated ability. We have some ETB abilities and triggered abilities, but not activated. So, like, how much is this even going to hit? So now we don't have any white cards before 3 on the curve. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I think I'm not going to run a forest, because I'm just going to cast these off of themselves. I'm just going to exile them onto a land and then use that land for green to cast this. That way it can help our mana a little bit. 6 white sources is probably the most we can get away with, or the least we can get away with. And then we have 8 blue. I think 8 blue is okay. The only double blue we have is Sleep with the Fishes. But we need a good amount of black. Here comes the train. So definitely add this. 6, 7... We only have 7 black sources right now. Can we get away with cutting another white? These do all find white. That's 5 white sources for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. It's not good. At least the thing is they're all 3 drops or higher. We have a good amount of card draw and things like that, so I'm worried about the mana. But let's try it like this and see how this can do. Perfect. Kind of. I mean, cards are a little later, but that's all right. Got all of our colors at the very least. Venom Connoisseur. So we could kill that. And for mana efficiency, I probably will. But on end of turn and see if they play something better. Yeah, I mean, they get a little value off of it, but let's just go ahead and kill it, make sure we don't die. Still getting priority. They could have a trick here. Rafine's Silencer, or a little chat trying to find a land drop. I think I'm going to have to try to find a land drop. And then we can maybe hold up Disdainful Stroke and hope that we hit something. Okay, so we need the land. So go ahead. Let's see if they walk into Disdainful Stroke here. They do. So we'll fire that off. They use their treasure and they're still mana screwed, so that's good. Alright, let's just get Quasar going because they're mana screwed. And then we'll start draining them here and there. No need to block that. We know they have the +2/+2 trick, I think it is. Still no land for Evelyn. What we can do is we can hold Quasar back, block, and then in response to their trick, we can kill it, which would be quite good. Sigil plus Silencer is a pretty good combo. It's a very good combo, actually. Yeah, I'm going to blow them out with Deal Gone Bad here, so I'm not going to attack. And then they're going to attack again, more than likely, and then try to use a combat trick to get through Quasar, and then we'll just go ahead and kill them. There's the combat trick. And then who do we mill? Do we have any reason to mill ourselves? Probably. I have to think about that. Couple lands and a corrupt court official. Okay, so they found their other color. At least one of them. And down goes Quasar. Good thing is we still get the triggers. So at least there's that. So we can flash in Evelyn. Or we can just play Rafine's Silencer. I think I want to flash in Evelyn. And then next turn we can do Silencer plus Sigil if they play a creature. Or two. If they play two creatures, we can kill both of them potentially. Land. Let's play one of them. And then we'll do Silencer here. I know the counter is very good, but I like all the cards here. I'd rather keep them. High-Rise Sawjack, okay. No reason to casualty, I don't think. Don't really think we need to sacrifice her. So we'll just cast this, put this into our hand. Play a land. These are vampires, right? I don't even know if we have any other vampires. Gonna make sure I can get this going here. Then we can play Custodian. We can actually just cast it and then get in for 3. Yeah, let's just cast it here. Oh, God. That's an ugly one. So we can kill it by sacrificing this, putting that to 2, making it a 1/2, and then getting in with these 2, but then they have a 4/4. So we trade this for that. They get a 4/4. We trade this and Grizzly Sigil for the 4/4. God, this card's good. We could also Majestic Metamorphosis this. And then Grizzly Sigil sacrificing it, and then it would kill that, and then we could trade? Let's see if they want to trade. Okay. So that happens. I think I'm going to take that line and just clear their board here. We get to draw a card off of this. So... So let's do this here. Do that. And then before they know what's coming... Darn. Kind of mistap, but you can't know what you're going to draw. I think we're going to probably play this. So let's do this. Casualty, targeting this. Sacrificing this. And then killing that as well. Alright. And then I think we'll play the 3/2. Yeah, they got a Rocks Pummeler. See if we can find something here. Instant Sorcery. Alright. And then if we play this, they're going to get rid of the Lackey. But they can't cast either of these cards anyway. So we'll just make them get rid of it. And also, this thing can trade for a shield counter at the very least. So no attacks. But they're probably not going to be attacking with this, so... Oh, they will be. Alright, well, let's trade it for a shield counter. Okay, well, never mind. They just kind of got a little bit mana screwed. At least we had our mana. Well, a little chat helps with this hand. So I'm going to keep it, because we can at least on turn 2 go a little chat and find another land or something like that. It's an instant. Yeah, let's just hold it up. Would like to find a white, obviously. So let's do this first. I think we have to take the white, and then we can get rid of Metamorphosis, because we don't have any creatures that this is really doing. Yeah, Metamorphosis isn't really doing anything right now because we don't have any creatures. We'll take Skybridge and then exile Adjudicators here, and then next turn we can probably kill the Body Dropper or... Sleep with the Fishes is bad on this board until we kill the Body Dropper, because then they could just sack that creature. Well, now they have two. So, Sleep with the Fishes looking horrible. Maybe I should have discarded that instead. Yeah, Sleep with the Fishes is a really bad matchup for that card. So I'm going to hold up Obscura Charm and then make them possibly use mana to sacrifice the Body Dropper that I go for. Let's see if they sacrifice it, if they just let it happen. Gosh. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to get through multiple 3 Body Droppers. So do we just play Spar's Adjudicators here? Evelyn could give us some card advantage for next turn, but Adjudicators kind of stabilizes us a little bit. Let's play this one so we can still cast that one. So you can't attack or block. They'd like blitz a Girder Goons or a Pugilist or something, and I think that's probably game. Casualty with Grizzly Sigil. Oh, they're just going to go for it. Yeah. Yeah. Now I can't block anything. These will be 4/4s next turn. I might just have to Sleep with the Fishes. Well, I can get another 4/4 down. They didn't block or attack here, which is weird. Alright, well, let's cast this. Lock one of these down. Agnes, okay. So I think I have to hold up Evelyn and Disdainful Stroke here. The Sleep with the Fishes could get rid of a Body Dropper at the expense of them paying 2 mana to sacrifice it. But I'm going to hold up Evelyn, try to get some card advantage. Get back in this game, if we can. So they are casting this, right? If you cast it for its blitz cost. Okay, well then we'll just counter it. There we go. That worked. Pass to attackers. Let's see what our options are for next turn. Definitely. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Forgot it was only 1. Oh well, because now they can kill this and we can't get the creature off of it, so that was definitely a mistake, so my bad. And we don't get the trigger off of this. So let's see what they're dealing with here. Okay. And do we get rid of one of these body droppers at the expense of them paying 2 mana? We get a fish. As long as they have these, we're not going to be able to get any much more value out of that. So let's hope Evelyn survives so that we can cast this card that I meant to cast last turn. Forge Boss go to 8 because they're gonna, well, no, they're gonna empty their hand here. Let's make sure we cast this. And then Tainted Indulgence. I'd like to cast this when we have Quasar, but we're going to cast it either now or on their end step. So let's just do it now and see what we can find. Discarding this because it doesn't do much. None of this has reach. So I guess we're getting in here. Hopefully they don't attack for one more turn. Although, I mean, with this board state, I mean, we're effectively on a 5-turn clock because Forge Boss is going to kill us. They could just keep sacrificing things, dealing 2 to us every turn. Oh boy. Alright. We're going to try to do that. This is going to become a 5/5. So if we did that, that kills the Forge Boss. Because we can't block Evelyn on here, because then they'll sack this, make this a 5/5 and eat that. But right now we're going to 5. Yeah, I don't like it, obviously. But I'm not sure how much of an option we have. If we blocked one on each thing, we'd just be chumping the body dropper. And we have to get rid of Forge Boss so we don't die, like now. There goes that one. They have a way to keep Forge Boss alive. That's going to really hurt us. Okay, so everything dies. Well, that was actually pretty good for us there. So let's do this. They're out of cards, too. So we could actually just kill that, get in for 8, 9, 10, 11, and then they're dead next turn. Wow. Okay, sure. Seems good to me. Got all our colors. Never didn't have it here. Grizzly Sigil's not great without casualty cards. But we'll probably just cast this. Civic Gardener. Yeah. And then pass here. Yeah, this is one way we lose. They're going to cast a 2-drop as well? Yep. So we're just going to get completely run over here. If they pass, they just have a combat trick in hand. Could also have Ominous Parcel. Or they do have Ominous Parcel activation. Court Official's quite good. So we're taking that, and then we can sigil down the Jewel Thief. So hopefully no combat trick. Target the Jewel Thief, sacking this. Does gain us some life back. Next turn we can go Quasar, and then the following turn we can kill an X1 and do this. And this will kind of negate the life loss because we'll draw 2 cards if Quasar survives. So they sack the parcel and their treasure to go get a red mana. They do not. Now they do. Okay, maybe they have like a Jetmir's Fixer in hand that they can go and play the same turn as well. Black mana. Okay. Crew Captain. Yeah, that's a good one. Take 6. Because we're going to have to do this and then take 4 again next turn. Let's play Quasar and hope she survives. No blocks. They don't have any tricks either, so that's good. Okay, I think we're going to have to obscure a storefront getting... I don't know what here. Probably just a white. We can hold Demon's Due up at instant speed. Gonna have to take 4. Now they have all their colors. What do you got? Okay, so we have to get rid of Quasar here. We'll keep that one. Take 6 down to 8. And then I think we have to do this now. We can afford to take 2 for at least this turn in case they play something that's like an X4 that we can sacrifice this fish to. Would have loved to have an extra blue up for Disdainful Stroke, but we had to use both for the fishes, so... That was dumb. That was very dumb. Man, today's not been my day. Let's go get an island here. And I guess we have to get rid of this thing now and spend 2 cards to do it because I'm stupid. So, oh well. Alright, now we have Disdainful Stroke up if they draw something, and then we have to rely on the top of our deck here. That's not relying on the top of our deck. Yeah, well that's just a 4-power creature that's just going to bash us next turn and kill us. So, Come on. Really? That won't do it either. So, there goes the drawing all the lands to end the game. I think we had 10 or 11 there, but one in the yard. Okay, great hand here. Got all our colors again. We haven't really been color screwed yet this draft. Knocks on wood. Got mana screwed last game, but again, that happens. So, let's get a white. And then next turn we have a little chat up. Guess we're taking Disdainful Stroke because we don't need much more lands. Do this, and then can't do anything else. And then next turn we have to Quasar. And then hope it survives. And they got all their colors as well. There's Crowbar. So we could Court Official and Grizzly Sigil, but we can do that any turn. So let's do Quasar and then see if it survives here. In red, green, white, they probably have damage-based removal or fight removal or hold for ransom. So I think this is going to survive. Okay, obviously can't block the Citizen because they're going to do something about it here. Play some sort of combat trick. Would have loved to have Disdainful Stroke up there. But now we can do Court Official and Sigil holding up Disdainful Stroke, killing that thing. Could also Evelyn, but they have a combat trick. So Court Official, make them discard a card. Another Mayhem Patrol, so they got a good hand here. So let's Casualty, target this, sacrificing this. And we're not blocking, because we know they have a combat trick. So hit them here and hope they play a 4-drop. Alright. Guess we're holding up Evelyn and Disdainful Stroke. Dang it, meant to attack, meant to attack. Gosh. So Metamorphosis isn't even that good, because it doesn't pump the toughness of this. No block, so we just threw away 3 points of damage there, so I need to tighten up my game quite a bit. Goldhound. And then Evelyn. Okay, do we do Grizzly Sigil now and get rid of the Goldhound? Then we can hold up Deal Gone Bad to blow out their combat trick, which I do like. So let's do this. No casualty. And if they use their combat trick to save this... Oh, so it's a red-based combat trick, so it's probably Antagonize. So I'm not going to miss out on these three, because I will block with Evelyn this time, because on this, because they're going to go for Antagonize, and then I can kill it. Let's get in with Quasar. Knockout Blow. 4 damage. Yeah. Well, that's... Okay, so that seems to be what it was. Alright, well that happens, so... Do they have another one? They do. Okay, well, let's try to make them waste their turn here. Oh. Okay. They're going to kill it now with Strangle. There's the Strangle. Miss out on a land drop with that, but things have been worse. Do we just kill this now? I killed on their end step. Kill you and mill... Mill you, I don't care. You're not in a deck that cares about mill. There's 3 good mills. Alright, let's get your last card here. Oh boy. That was great. Got rid of a rabble rousing. Broker's hideout. And end the turn. Now we just have to hope we outdraw them here. Okay, that's going to be pretty good for them. Exile this here. And then we can just cast it. Hopefully they don't top deck a 4-drop. They have something in hand. Some sort of instant. No, they could sack... it might just be this activated ability here. So they know... I know we're, like, forecasting more Metamorphosis here, so they're not going to block it, but we're not going to block it either, so... Let's do this. See if they have a trick, or if it's just the activated ability. Okay, that's good. We'll hold up Demon's Due and run out of town. And Disdainful Stroke. So I think now we're kind of in the driver's seat here. Don't need that. There we go. We outlasted the aggro deck. Even with our misplays. I'll try to tighten that up going forward here. Alright, double official here. We have blue and black. So we're going to keep this. No white. But we'll find it at some point. Now, don't you wish you would have gotten a white? You can never know that, though. So even with the misplays this video, I think it's important just to like everyone has misplays. Maybe some more than others, obviously, but people misplay. What do we discard here? Metamorphosis, I guess? Yeah. I don't know. As I was saying, even with the misplays, like everyone has them. It's important to like learn how to come back from them too. Because obviously you can be like, oh my gosh, and then just like shame concede or whatever. But casualty is going to be really good on this. So court official adjudicate. We might be very far away from casting that. This is a removal spell. So it's important to just like know how to come back from these things and just accept that misplays happen. So if there's any silver lining in the fact that I'm not super tight today, that's the reason. Midnight Assassin. So we can sacrifice Rafine's Silencer, killing Midnight Assassin, hopefully hitting a land drop. Because we do get to do it twice. So let's sack with Casualty, sacrificing this. killing that. Taking a land. And a land. So there were 4 lands on the top of our deck. That's nice. Does it even matter? We'll do this. Go to combat and see if they want to trade. Because we have Sigil plus Court Official still. So if they want to trade. They probably don't because they're in casualty colors as well. They do. Alright. Well, discard another card then. So we know there are 3 lands on the bottom of our deck here. Or 2, I guess, because we took 2 of them. So until we search our library again, those will stay there. Forge Boss, that's good. For us, I mean. Because now we can target that, sacrificing this. And then do we hold up Deal Gone Bad? Or just play a 2-2 or 3-2? I'm just going to play a 3-2 here. Get on the board. Jewel Thief, yeah. Yep. And Body Dropper. That's probably one we're going to have to kill. There's another island. Get in. Okay. I think we have to just do this now. What are we holding a land for? A connive or something? Doesn't really matter. So you need to die, and we have Tainted Indulgence, I guess, I just remembered. So we can mill this, and then just get rid of the Tainted Indulgence, along with 3 other really good cards. Although we couldn't have cast 2 of them, so. End the turn. Alright, so they're on the Blitz train here now. Card we can't cast. Still a race we win for now, so I'm going to keep attacking until we don't. Okay, fine trading. I would have blocked as well, so in the turn. And now, can we draw the gas needed? Apparently not. So we've got 9 lands out of the way. This gets a white. But it does shuffle those last 2 lands in, so it kind of sucks. But we do need it, so we'll get the white here. Overseer holding up Run Out of Town. They have a lot of mana, so they can do some things. Oh god. Okay, that resolves. And we have to sack the creature. So we could put the Overseer on top of our library, so we don't have to sack our creature, then we discard the Swamp. And then next turn we draw the Overseer, and then we can sigil down the Duskmangler, and then we're kind of even. So let's do that. Take action, put it on top. Discard the Swamp. And then we Overseer again. And do that again. So I'm fine trading this here, so we'll target that, sacrificing that. And now we're kind of where we were. We are down to 14 cards, which is notable. That's not great. Let's go ahead. Quasa's somewhere in here, but with 13 cards in deck, I mean, we have to be careful. Yeah, there's Girder Goons. And here is my fish. Could have held the fish back to block and then used this. But we have to win somehow too, so. Well, at least we're getting them out of the way now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have 4 lands left in our last 10. Yeah. Not looking great. Quaza's in there somewhere, but the later Quaza shows up, the worse it's kind of worse it gets. That'll probably do it. Well. That's a card that does something. Go here. I think we can still attack. We have another one of these in the deck somewhere. I think, or did we mill it? No, it's somehow. I discarded it earlier to a court official. Darn. Alright, it's going to be a tough one to win, but there's really not much else we can do. We're just kind of going in, doing the things. Maybe we use Metamorphosis to get the last points of damage with our fish or something. There's another land. Have to take 4 from the goons here, probably. So Quaza plus this fish are like our only ways to win. So we need Quaza like next turn, basically. Alright, I guess we can take 4. Jesus. Alright. Probably have to trade with the Girder Goons now this time. So we have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there's 1 land left in our 6 here. And now we are dead. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep, that'll do it. Alright, well, just like that. I mean, they're all the lands. We had all of them happen a little late in the game. We'll keep this hand here. Custodian into who knows what. Get in, pass the turn. Okay, I think we probably just have to get rid of the charm here because we have no guarantee of casting it for a certain amount of turns. So we'll just attack again. Okay, so we have to sack a creature now. Yeah, I mean, they get to do the thing. We can't do anything. So we're kind of forecasting that we have Disdainful Stroke if we let this resolve, but the thing is, Deal Gone Bad can deal with this, and it can't deal with a potential larger creature than that. We're just going to let this resolve, and then kill it, because we can. There goes, again, we milled the only card that cares about having 5 in the graveyard. And pass the turn again. So I could run this out of town, put it on the top of their library, do the same thing next turn. So we'll see if they want that on top. They do. Then we could do this and hold up Disdainful Stroke as well. See what's in their hand here. Ooh, Duskmangler is going to be bad. Corrupt Court Official's not great for us either. What does this even do? 7 damage. Excess, destroy target artifact or enchantment with lesser. Riveteer's Charm. Yeah, their hand is pretty good. This combo is a little bit too expensive, so they won't be able to do that. I don't know what we're doing about this hand here. This could eventually deal with like our Sleep with the Fishes if we top deck that. So I guess I'm getting rid of that. And then passing, and I'd like to Disdainful Stroke the Duskmangler here. I might just Riveteer's Charm now. Yep. Alright, here we go. You ready for this part of the game? Where they just draw all the cards and we don't? Gosh. I mean, the Duskmangler is going to come in and destroy us anyway. And this is going to be just as big of a problem. Yeah. What'd I say? The exact point in the game where we need to be doing things that matter, we just draw all the lands. Alright, here's a card that'll do something for us. It's not great. I guess we hold Swamp for Duskmangler. Alright, so next turn they'll be able to do that. They'll do this and then sack it here. So, yep. Well, at least we did better than the last 3 drafts, which were all 2 and 3. This one's at least a 3 and 3. Put Evelyn. Pass turn. Duskmangler is going to make us get rid of the swamp here. At least this kind of draws us 2 cards-ish. Go down to 10. They're going to sack the court official to the body dropper. We'll go down to 6. Yeah, sure. Take 2 lands here. Could also prevent more damage by blocking this. What's better? So if we block this, they get to keep that, and the next time they can sack it, give it menace anyway, so yeah, we just have to do this. So Riveteers can get us a swamp. And that's it. Okay. Metamorphosis can at the very least trade for Duskmangler with Evelyn here. We can also sigil down the body dropper, go to 9. Or we would go to 11. But the Metamorphosis isn't doing much. We kind of have to block here. Hope. Well, the Metamorphosis would still draw us a card, and then hope we find a card that... But the body dropper is going to be a 5/5 at that point. So the sigil won't even deal with it. I mean, we have a lot of problems here. So maybe one of our only outs is to sack Evelyn right now, kill the body dropper, hope we draw a creature, and then that creature can trade with Duskmangler with Metamorphosis at the very least. That might be one of her only outs. Because the body dropper is going to get too big here. I mean, it's going to get out of range of any removal in our deck. So we gained life here. So the clock is down to, or up to 3. I thought we just got rid of one of these. Alright. Take 5. And now we have to hope we draw a creature. It's a creature. So we have to trade with Duskmangler. Oh god. Okay, so... yeah, this is not going to be good news for us. Okay, pass. They're going to attack with Duskmangler, and we have to block it. Not bad if we draw a creature, but of course we will not. So, go ahead. $17 lands just seems like a lot of lands to be running in Limited. I don't know. Like, we have 9 lands on the battlefield and 2 in the yard, which is 11. So there's 6 lands in our last 12, which is about average. And at this point in the game, like, maybe I just need to be taking cards that kind of filter through some lands a little bit higher or something. Because, I mean, demons do. Yeah. So let's go to 1. Down to 9 cards. They discard 1. We sack this, kill the body dropper. And we don't die, technically. Because, I mean, we've drawn about the average number of lands, but it's just so brutal. We're in this point of the game where everyone's top decking, where we just hit nothing but lands. And then we just run out of gas. Go ahead. And that'll do it. All right. 3-3 is what it is. And thanks so much for sticking around to the end of today's daily draft. Stick around to our end screen. You can see our trophy draft here on the channel for Streets of New Capenna, or you can check out every Streets of New Capenna draft on the channel. That'll do it for today. I'll see you tomorrow for your daily draft.